You have heard the promise, universal electricity by 2030, but no one told you what universal actually allows you to do. 2030 has become a familiar number. It appears in speeches, in reports, and in global commitments. We talk about universal access to electricity. It sounds hopeful, reassuring, and almost inevitable. When people hear universal access, they imagine stability. They imagine lights that stay on, businesses that can plan, clinics that don't improvise. In other words, they imagine electricity that supports normal life. But the promise doesn't say that. Universal access is often defined narrowly. We talk about a basic connection, limited usage, a few hours of power. You have enough to be counted, but not always enough to be transformative. So a household can be served and still live cautiously. This is a gap few discussions acknowledge. Why does this happen? It happens because universal access is designed to be achievable on paper, not necessarily empowering in practice. You see, lower standards mean faster progress, it means simpler metrics and cleaner success stories. But people in Africa don't live in metrics, they live in moments that require trust. When electricity is minimal, people tend to adapt downward. They avoid buying equipment, they delay investments, and they limit ambition. So electricity becomes something to ration and not something to build on. So this now shapes entire economies quietly. Here is a danger if 2030 is declared a success based on narrow definitions. Millions may still live with power that cannot support growth. On paper, progress will look complete, while the real frustration remains and trust will erode further. Universal access should mean more than connection. It should mean confidence. The confidence that electricity will be there when it is needed. It should mean having confidence to plan, to invest, and to expand. Anything less than this is not access, it is survival level provision. I explain this because promises matter, but definitions matter more. If universal access does not expand what people can do, then it risks becoming a milestone we celebrate while lives remain constrained.